Michael Chandler and Charles Oliveira is fighting for the vacant lightweight title after Khabib officially announced his retirement, which was announced on Friday. People are now giving Chandler so much crap because all the other fighters in the division like, hey, this guy's had one fight and he gets to fight for the title. Like, it comes from Bellator to
I would have thought maybe why not Justin Gaethje?
Yeah, I think like
I thought maybe Justin.
Where was Gaethje in the mix? Like, I haven't heard anything on Gaethje's side.
Unfortunate. And the thing that comes to mind is it said, Justin said, if he gets a title fight before me, I'll probably quit MMA. Are you gonna quit MMA now? Because he just got given a title. Obviously, a silly thing to say, right? But I don't think it was it wasn't the smartest move anyway. But Michael Chandler did really well against Dan Hooker. But at the time, Dan Hooker was maybe around number 6, right? And now he's in the top 5 now because he beat him very handedly, right? And plus, Conor moved down the ranking because he lost to Dustin Poirier. The issue is Charles Oliveira should totally be in a title fight.
Yeah.
But it probably shouldn't be against Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
It probably should be against Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier. Yeah. However, if Dustin's chasing the thing is, Dustin could have chased the belt.
He could have, but he doesn't want. He's not interested in.
He could have chased the belt and then arguably won the belt, then defended against Conor, and Conor could have jumped the queue because he wants the money fight. They could have done it that way.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he wanted to do the rematch against. He was very set on the money fight against Conor and beating him in that trilogy, right? And it's kind of cost him a title fight because now Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira is going to happen. We know that Chandler versus Oliveira is going to happen on I think May 15th, UFC 262. That's the only fight that has really been confirmed for UFC 262. But no real word has been happening on when the McGregor versus Poirier fight will occur. Most likely in June.
June, that's what I've heard, yeah.
Maybe even as late as July. Which means if Dustin or Conor were to win, they wouldn't be able to then sub in for the following fight at UFC 262 because it's coming after 262. Mm-hmm. So, look, whoever wins out of the McGregor versus Dustin Poirier fight means that they can then call out the definite champion of Chandler versus Oliveira, which is good. I'm glad we've got a little bit clarity. I'm glad it's now a vacated belt and we've got a little bit clarity on what's going on. Dana, it hasn't really been Khabib holding up the division. It's been Dana holding up the division, being a bit silly. But it's a good fight. Chandler versus Oliveira is a good fight. But
it's definitely a good fight, but it's just talking about what's fair. Chandler was just talking, going back and forth with Islam Makhachev because Makhachev does not like Chandler at all. He wanted him, and then Chandler was like, "Okay, let's go then. He's ready to go." Well, one thing I respect about Chandler though is he has a great sense of professionalism. You know what I mean? Like he wants to be in good relations with the UFC. He was there in Abu Dhabi. He was ready to go in case Gaethje or Khabib did not make weight. He made weight himself, rocks up, makes weight, professional, makes against Hooker, knocks him down first round. He had a bit of over-the-top celebration, but he's been waiting for his opportunity to get into the UFC for a while. They've capitalized it. The UFC understands now he's definitely a big player. He's built up all these things, but do I think it's time for him to go straight away into a title picture? Not quite, but...
Beat number 6, and that's your first fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great for your resume, right? But it's just, it doesn't put you back. The issue was they don't want to wait around with a vacated belt for McGregor and Poirier to fight and then for them to put it together.
Yeah. Well, he said that when he made his announcement at the end of the Dan Hooker fight, he said he wanted Khabib, he wanted Conor, he wanted Dustin, one of the three. Not Oliveira. Not even that, but he even openly stated that...
Bless you. I would argue that perhaps Justin Gaethje, I know he's on a loss to Khabib, however...
You got two very high-style wrestlers.
He's higher ranked.
Yeah.
He's higher ranked, and it seems that it's almost disrespectful to Justin Gaethje because Justin Gaethje now doesn't get to fight Charles Oliveira. I mean, honestly, they could have done an interim belt. Bless you. they could have done an interim belt between Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira, and then they could have fought against the winner of Dustin Poirier and McGregor for the vacant lightweight belt, and I think that would have been a smarter scenario. Obviously, Chandler, it's a big opportunity for Chandler, and I'm not too sure I'd take it in that fight, to be honest, because Chandler's... He's obviously proven in Bellator, but kind of unproven in the UFC, whereas Charles Oliveira is coming off a massive win streak, and his last win against Tony Ferguson was
what put him
dominant.
Yeah, put him on the map, really.
And I think his ability off the ground is very good. His striking ability, especially shoot boxing that he's been doing, has really improved his striking really significantly. I think Michael Chandler has a lot of power, but I want to see how the styles match up. It's a very interesting fight. Definitely surprised us hugely for a vacant lightweight belt, and I think they knew exactly what they were doing when they did it. My issue is Justin Gaethje. Where does Justin Gaethje fit into this? Because it sounds like that Kevin Lee meme. Like, where does Kevin Lee fit into this? But where does Justin Gaethje fit into this? Because who's he supposed to fight now? Is he supposed to fight maybe Dan Hooker or someone else? It's weird. It's a weird time for Justin Gaethje because now he's on the sidelines, and I believe he's either number 1 or number 2 in the rankings, and he doesn't get spoken to. It's weird. Perhaps the UFC did try and reach out to him, but he was being a little bit stubborn. I know Justin Gaethje is a little bit stubborn, a little bit hard-headed, but it's unfortunate that he wasn't in the title contention because I believe he deserves to be so. Actually. Yeah, it's weird. It definitely surprised us.